Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Stegosaurus Rex Divinity Original Sin 2. In this playthrough I will be playing as, here he is, Fane, because I really like his his origin story, and we'll be playing on Tactician mode. So to start things up, for those of you who are not aware about Fane, he is an undead, he woke up, he's from an ancient civilization. We'll let him do the explaining.
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world, trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
I really like Fane, his origin story. It's mysterious, he's from the past where there was a different civilization altogether ruling the world, and now he has no idea where he is. We will be playing Fane as sort of a witch, a bit different, because the witch I'll be playing as is more like a stealthy, mobile geomancer with necromancy. For his appearance, I'm going to go with his basic look. I mean, I could change his face, but I really like the gem in the middle, so we'll stick with that. Hairstyles, I find it hilarious that you can put hair on a skeleton, but I am not a fan of it myself. Same for the beard. I mean, look at it, it doesn't even fit well. Oh man, and he has so many options as well. He has side chops, but he has no cheeks. So yeah, we'll just go with the basic appearance. Finesse, intelligence, constitution are all stats that I want, although I will be mostly focusing on intelligence. The other two never hurt. And scoundrel, necromancer, persuasion. I'm going to change this a little bit. Instead of scoundrel, I want to start with geomancer. Necromancer can stay, and persuasion can stay. Fane will be my spokesperson, so he needs to have a high persuasion. And oh, we can of course edit some skills. Yes, poison dart, very good. Raise bloated corpse is just a meat shield. It's amazing. Contamination, I think I'll take it actually. It seems to be pretty good. I'll mostly be doing magic damage, so I won't need mosquito swarm yet. So yeah, let's go for contamination. Or maybe fossil strike. Oh, no, this one's good because it also applies poison to myself. That's great. For his talents, we're not going to go with leech, we're going to go with pet pal. I want to talk with all the animals. I find it hilarious. And it will allow me to do different quests and all that good stuff. The tags are set, I cannot change any of these. So, and for the instrument, we'll go for the cello. It doesn't make a noise when I click it. Alright. And I will start the game. Let's see, warning, beware, you're undead. Oh no, okay. And oh, I can pick locks with bony fingers. Ooh. And I can survive death fog, which will be quite a big deal at some point. I've seen this intro many times, but for completeness, let's go. I adore the music. Arian Studios really did a great job.
A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began.
So there are two different kinds of magic in this game. You have normal magic, source magic.
Just as I'd planned.
Source magic is super powerful, but
I was
as the story
shackled
goes,
and collared
using source magic attracts Voidwoken,
and
which
sent
are
to Fort
demons.
Joy.
Here we have some characters with Beast, Lose, and the others there as well.
I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Alright, I believe there's no loading screen. Oh, there is, but it's a fast one. Let's get to it. Starting the Fane train.
Well now, aren't you a curious
A
sight?
grinning skull.
If I'd had a mask to hide my bones as well as yours, maybe I'd still be walking around today. Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that in the world.
Is it normal for human remains to talk?
Fresh out of the crypt, are you? No, we are abnormal. It's why we hide in the shadows. Or walk about like you still had flesh on your bones in your case. You even have yourself a silky mortal voice.
Oh, I am just that powerful. No. Something of a trick. Powerful, or what is happening? Let's see, I just woke up, basically. And then it's like, oh, you're a sorcerer. So, yeah, what's going on, man?
How much do you think I get out? All I know is there are more like you. Well, not quite like you. But sorcerers collared on this tub, all heading to Fort Joy. Beyond that, your guess is as good as mine. Still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
Alright, here we are. So, because I am started as an undead, I have this fancy mask. Fane's Mask of the Shapeshifter. Which allows me to do this.
Something has changed.
I'm a human.
You are you, but more. You are another. You look to your hands, your belly, your feet. Flesh you don't know, molded into unfamiliar shapes. You cradle your aching head, where another's memories and wisdoms mix with your own. Your fingers trace a line from your head to your face, feeling not the creases of the mask, but the porous surface of new skin. You lower your arm, blink twice, and step forward in this new guise.
So now we're human. Let's take a look what we have. Basic attack, don't care. Poison dart will be my main skill, but will be a weapon skill. Time warp, very strong. Let's put it over here for now. I know what's going to happen with the mask, so yeah. Poison bottle is my poison. Of course. Let's take a look. And courage. That's because I'm a human now, isn't it? That's funny. Let's keep that over here. Alright. Good day.
Ah, you're up. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
Oh, look, an empty potion bottle. I know I'm very, very rude, but no, that's how it goes here. To presumed source as a virtuous part of civil society, yet we need look no further into the past than the Source King's reign to understand the havoc such magics may wreak. One day, another order must follow in the Source Hunter's footsteps. Sorcerers must be muted. The new model of source collars provided by Fridman is proving most effective. So that must be what I'm wearing. I cannot use source magic or receive source points. Cannot be unequipped. Up. That's too bad. So how this game works as an undead is that if I would take off one of these parts, so yeah, any part of my clothes, they would see me as an undead.
There. Not too tight, I hope.
And
The
attack
collar,
me.
I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Let's see. Collar, demand. Yeah, this is a bit interesting because I'm from Asian civilization. I don't know the ship. Mystic. I mean, I am undead. I can't die. So let's do this.
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
Let's see.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
You better stop before you hurt yourself. All will, but no result. There you have it, see? The collar's function. It neuters you, of sorts. Makes you unable to cast source.
Well, that sucks.
For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Well, bye. I can just open this door. That's interesting. Oh, wrong button there. And also there. Let's see. Now I have bartering because I'm a human. And humans are thrifty. Which is very good in combat, actually. However, I want one persuasion. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn into a lizard. Because lizards
God,
plus 1 persuasion. So I'm
there's been a
already
murder
at plus
here.
2 persuasion. Let's see, there's been a murder. Oh, that's not good. Let's,
Behind the Magister,
find
a
out.
bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Ugh,
There's
what
been a
happened?
murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them.
Yes, I am not
Waters
a
is
suspect.
investigating.
Please
She'll
ignore
figure
me.
out who did it. Always does.
Waters. Okay. Always? Does it happen more often?
You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of?
Totally.
Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man.
I must meet this person. I would like to get rid of my collar.
Small ones this time, thank the gods. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
Okay. Waters. Yeah, Magister Waters. Broken source collar. Oh my. Unbreakable. Broken. Something seems wrong there.
Ugly sight, isn't it?
Yeah, quite.
Burns me up this happened under our
I
protection.
mean, what's all that red
We're extremely
squishy
lucky no
stuff?
Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Seen. Oh, you are his captain.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him.
Ah, okay.
Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll
Poor
find
guy.
out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in
It
your
wasn't me.
room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time.
Ah, okay.
Didn't even stir. You're
Don't
one
worry,
of
it
the
wasn't
only
me.
indisputably innocent
Oh.
people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
It's a trick I haven't quite mastered yet, actually.
I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
1 whole gold coin? Let's see. My price is considerably higher. How about
Not in
some
here, it isn't.
freedom? Eh? No.
You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
You think? Oh well.
It seems as though there's a
Oh,
pattern
poetry
in the
book.
blood flow. That can't be natural.
Let's see. A woman from Driftwood with nary care offered me kisses that answered my prayer. Care? Prayer? Nary? I accepted her gift, and then to my dismay, a spider she was, and I her buffet. Driftwood. Oh, that's funny.
Where did I leave my
Once feasting was
calipers?
over, she licked her red lips. I rose from the floor, still coming to grips. She thanked me for coming and bade her farewell. My prayer indeed answered, for still I did swell.
Did the
So,
murderer take him into this
That's actually
room?
really funny, because it's a reference to something that can happen later in the game. Let's see. Oh, loot. Loot. Nothing. Bit of rope. What else we got? Alright. Now let's talk a bit with everybody on board. A bedroll is always handy to have.
Forgot how to sing.
This one over here. Oh, a doggy. Doggy, doggy.
You, sorcerer, blood? No. Go. Ruff.
Good talk. So here we have Lose, one of the other origins. And she's apparently playing with some kids.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell
Husband?
this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly, deathly allergical.
They seem well enough like brats to me, right? No, wait, I don't know what kids are, do I? You must have come
Why,
confused.
I never. I left my good pals at home, or I'd be clutching them with all my daintiest, most ladylike might. Say as you will, husband. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb won't be treated.
The children break out into giggles.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
That's true enough. Let's see, age appropriate. Yeah.
You presume right.
Oh, I did presume right. Hey, you want to take a look around?
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
Ouch. I mean, I'm all bones. I'm literally not,
You take care,
not
though.
soft anywhere. Okay.
Suddenly,
Bye.
her eyes cloud to an unnatural
Oh.
black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Alright. Sure,
They
sure.
don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
Oh, two dwarves.
I'll give you that knuckle if you
Here, I
keep
can
carrying
transform.
on.
Can I do that right here? Let's find out.
One of us wouldn't kill our own.
And we just skip
Alright,
to the part
I'm a
where I
dwarf. Nobody
reassure you
noticed
if you
that, right?
shut up.
Hey, beast.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
They didn't take away his gold? Or, oh my god, he has a fabulous head. Wow. Oh, Captain, my
He
Captain.
raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
What do I hear?
The ship, of course.
Sure, I'll listen.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Oh man, all these flesh bones are so chatty.
A common sort of sound, isn't it? Where there's talk, there's health. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
What am I supposed to be listening
You've
for?
got ears on your head, haven't you? Do you need me to show you how to use them?
Ears? I'll
There now,
try.
just like that.
Squeak.
His eyes
Okay.
snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Okay. I heard it. What's it supposed to
It's
be?
the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, Only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
This guy is a genius. He shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard. Or my beard, yeah. See. Yeah.
Captain.
Captain. Okay.
That figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
And what does lie beyond the
The
joy?
dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
You know, I might want to fight him again.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
There's some sort of prince. It's,
Always knew
yeah,
you'd
that's
turn out rotten bad.
nice that I can just do this without anybody noticing. It's not weird.
Well, well.
I'm a lizard.
What have we here? A fresh face
The
in
Red
this
Prince.
stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Yeah, no problem.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this.
Alright.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
It has been an eternity since I tried.
In which case, I take it your cuisine is limited to the introduction of eggs to hot water.
What are eggs?
How disappointing. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Sure. Sure, I can.
Feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
I don't even know what a bath is.
Just as I
so,
thought.
yeah.
That explains what's besieging my nostrils.
Oh, that's just the smell of rotting bones, don't
So,
worry.
3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can tailor, but you have the taste buds of a dung beetle,
Yep.
and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun.
Which is close to what I actually am.
That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry.
Oh, I can be a slave. Oh well. Let's see. Oh, I'm mightily disappointed though. You look to be...
My slave,
What?
of course. Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of my disheartening refusal to sink in.
Oh, totally.
Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
So, Red Prince, he's a lizard, and he is from a wealthy family. Very wealthy, in fact. Let's see, who's next? Sabine, an elf. Let's transform to elf. Whop. There we are. Masquerade. Really? Shapeshift into every race. Wow.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry
Oh
cackling
my
of an
god,
old
I look
witch.
beautiful now.
Snake eyes.
She
Snake
chuckles.
eyes.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
What are you
Rolling
doing here?
dice.
Okay, fair enough.
Deciding fates.
Oh, can you read the future in cow entrails? Ah, I don't know what a cow is. Frown? Whose fate are
Don't
you?
worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
Okay. Probably
She
best to go
smiles
away.
contemptuously.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't we?
Weirdo. And last but not least, Van Benzit. Just so you
A
know.
scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp you found.
What do you get per month?
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Yeah,
He
sure.
leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck.
Oh.
He winks.
Thanks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Totally.
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
I see. Why does the Magister suspect you of murder?
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing.
Charming.
Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
So, wait, pointed? But did he fell them down or
Same
something?
as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
I like this guy.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
Okay. Did you do it?
No.
No.
The dead man, Fane, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
Yeah, he's a good
He
guy.
glances
sort
over
of.
at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Do you know anything about Fort Joy?
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Okay. Ringmaster Bishop Alexander. I would like to meet him. You would show him exactly what you think was a bloody diviner, sure.
Easy now. I might think the same. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You! What's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Your name is in a language you have never heard and cannot pronounce, but you may call me Fane.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you. At once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Huh? Money! Oh, look, a key.
Lucky find.
Shoot to kill.
Let's see. Pocket knife.
What on earth is the matter?
Murder most foul.
Oh, poison.
I strongly suspect you know all about it.
What else you got for me?
Well, perhaps.
Restoration scroll. A tomato. Oh, actually, I need to eat. Tomato soup. Some butter. Water could be useful. Oh well.
To the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
I believe that was about everybody here. Let's loot a bit more and continue on with the story.
And sufferable, surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for
Hello.
It's a register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger.
Pretty sure he said Williams, but it says William here.
You faring okay so far?
I'm fine.
Glad to hear it. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Hey, wow.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
You did?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
Oh, I found a murderer. Now I can finally get my 1 gold piece.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
What do you mean by there are others whose life must end?
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Oh.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Oh.
Subdue her men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
She has a really smoker's voice. Source blast. Well, that didn't go well.
My mask! She stole it. If these savages see me without it, they will have my skull for a goblet.
Alright. Interesting. Everyone's dead. Lost a two-hander, a shiv, and a crossbow. Yeah, I'll take it. Some wine. Put money in those. Fish, good ingredient. Let's read some notes. It's just stuff. This one. Spirits, children, sullen, don't play them. Elf with the dice, the lone wolf, the creaky voiced woman in the kitchen. Some folks won't get over it. Cured, so they're going to cure us? I guess? That doesn't sound good. Oh, they're all dead. No, keep your stern rule. That's good. Oh, he's dead. Oh no, not me. Oof, there's still fire over his corpse. Alright, let's go out. Let's try and find a way out of here. I'll find out. Ready yourself. You may want to go back downstairs and find a weapon to arm yourself with. You know, a weapon does sound good. Luckily I have two. Let's see, I have a shiv and a kitchen knife. Oh, I can do flurry. Oh, there's a doggy. Doggy. Hey.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching.
Get out of here, the ship is sinking.
The dog notices you for the first time and snarls. The hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge.
You sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Too much.
So the dogs can smell source.
I can't stop.
I would if I could, doggy. I would if I could.
Sorcerer.
The dog whines and continues pawing at its nose.
Okay. Gold cup. Forgery. That's probably worth nothing then. Yeah, it's worth nothing. Can't wait.
Damn. That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
No, I can just lockpick it with my finger. Ha! Safe. Oops. And lockpick it again. Damn, he's very scared. Hello!
Thank the gods! Like a fine grace, what?
He eyes the collar
Magisters.
circling your neck and reaches a hand toward...
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Can you get this thing off of me?
Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top.
Oh, void bug.
Sorcerer mutiny!
He whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix. Take out your blade.
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand.
So mutiny. I must tie this woman's hand.
Rix looks to his companion, who then looks to you. They drop their hands to their side.
Go on then. Find a place to hide and stay there.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, chest. Wait, well, basically nothing in it. Let's see. Another ink pot. Another ink pot. And a quill. Oh. Bottle of beer, sure. I'll take it. A letter with instructions. Transport things to Joy. Things I say. So, painting. I don't think that will be worth anything. And a ripped painting. I don't. Ooh, a resurrection scroll. Yes, please. Oh, I talked my way out of that situation, which is what I'm going for.
God damn it. I need to get off this wreck. And quick.
Oh, I agree to disagree, Fane. I'm going to take my time. And if the ship sinks, I don't have lungs. I can just walk, right?
Oh, great gods! Something's pounding on the hull.
Oops.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is. A warning of death fog within.
Oh my.
You press your palm against the door to open it. Your fingers clack against the wood, and you suddenly feel grey. It doesn't budge.
Let's open it. We left it too low. I'm sure there's a key somewhere. Let's just loot everything. Oops. Ha, skull marked key and a note. The fuck barrels. Oof. That doesn't sound good. Alright.
The moment you touch the door, greyness seeps into your bones. You are hollow. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Oh! That can be good.
Death fog? Good thing I'm immune. Still, this means trouble.
Instant death for the living. Well, I am not living. But, what was that tentacle? That didn't look too good. Right, I'll be walking. Alright, let's go up. Or, oh, wait. Can't forget you. Alright.
More.
Ah!
Need to get off this ship.
Oh, oof! He's dead. Let's place this corpse. Yeah. And shoot a nice poison dart. Oh, I can hit both. And wait. Let's see, go over here. And stay there. Yeah, that's the way to do it. No, 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 no! 7 damage. 5 damage. Oh, oof. He only has 15 health. Huh. Let's see, what's the range of this? Not that big. Let's see, for one action, put his back. Nice backstab. Ah, my necromancy gives me life regen. Nice. I'm fine. How much damage does the explosion do? 11 to 13. Okay. Just stay there. Health sponges are good. Yep. Good enough for me. poisoned. It's good because I heal from poison anyway. Just stand here and wait. Some punches. Ah, I would hit Fane. No. It's fine. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, just kill it. Ah. Good job, loaded corpse. I hope you live a long life. Oh, he actually does. Let's see, got a shirt with some armor. Crossbow even, nice. I can use this stuff. Okay. That was something. It appears that my music is off, so I'm going to quickly change that. Yeah, there we are. I thought something was wrong. Just put let's zoom. Yeah, that's way better. Oh, they're dead. Damn, this Kraken thing is really messing everyone up.
A lifeboat. That means there's still a chance.
Oh, I can't hit it. That would have been fun. Oh, let's talk with them.
Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
No, you're a coward. You see, I lost everyone that I knew when I was alive, before I woke up, before I went to sleep, I guess. I'm not going to lose more people.
There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
Thankful
You're
kid.
going to be the death of us, you hear?
Yeah, just wait for me, okay? Let's go. I remember this place. Elves can eat limbs. No, if you turn into an elf.
Wait, Voidwoken.
That's a lot of Voidwoken here. Corpse, need a corpse, get corpse. Let's see, I need to go to Lose, I think. Or Spiel. What? I'll just, yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. Let him. Shields. Here, yes. Save my action points a little bit. Ugh, so slimy. Yeah, you fight Lose, no problem.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Oh wow. Thanks.
I've faced worse.
Sure you have.
Let the games begin.
Up, one down. Adrenaline in the first turn.
They who are about
First round.
to triumph.
Mortify. It is a skill I will need at some point. Oof, 12 damage. 3 damage, always good. That hurts.
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
Shock touch. Okay. Oh, they're dying pretty fast. But still an easy battle. Thank you. Again? Yeah, just get it over with. There we are. of combat, they might not know that you're undead, but in combat, they always know. And suicide. Everybody got out. Shit stuff.
Away. The sea's hungry. We don't have much time.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's go. Oh.
I hear something. It's Magister Siwan. The one who put on this damn collar.
Source
Sounds
King.
like she needs help.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches bloody bubbles froth from her mouth. She's not long for this world.
Nope. Bye-bye. Oh no, I didn't make it. Oh my. Level unknown. Lots of things. Ah, okay. Well, that finishes up the prologue. Almost. No.
I have plans for you, child.
It's like a tractor beam.
Right.
Who was that? That voice.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
High Judge Orivan, Dallas, and Bishop Alexander. Okay. Beautiful splash art. Can't wait to fight the dragon. I can't wait. Let's see. Our ship sunk. We're presumably dead, but not really, because we've been saved by a mysterious void and a tractor beam. I guess it was Scotty. There we are. Oof.
Well, that was decidedly unpleasant.
Yep.
Am I the lone survivor?
Maybe.
Depending on one's definition of survivor.
Oh, you. Oh, look, it's a kiddo. Hey, kiddo.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Many people are strange. But can you truly say one is stranger than another?
The child considers your statement.
You're weird.
You're weird.
Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
Yeah, sorry.
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching the shadows cloaking your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy.
They might be wrong and crazy.
Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than outside.
Huh.
But you didn't die.
No, of course not.
I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Okay, bye. Weirdo kiddo. Let's see, go here. Stick! Whisper wood. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. So there's a nasty thing with this game, because the early game is very difficult. So you actually don't want to fight these guys. Because if if you do, you reach level 2 sooner. And if you're level 2 and you recruit your party members, they will also be level 2. And they will already have allocated their stats, which of course you want to do yourself. See, sharp rock, always nice. Oh, I like Ivan, I like Beast, and Spiel. That sounds good. Yeah. Ooh, but if I take... that might be nice actually. Instead of Ivan, I could take the red lizard. And I can use his fire breath for elemental arrows. I'll see. Who this?
Ah, hello, small, furry creature. How do you do?
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me.
You were coming to me, but who do I have the pleasure of talking?
Me? I know who I am. Well, at least I think I do. Sometimes it feels like... No, I know who I am. Who are you?
I'm a seeker of knowledge.
You think books have the answer? No. I mean, I think I...
The cat shakes its head, as if trying to wake up from a deep sleep.
Are you okay?
Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure. It's all a little foggy.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you.
Okay. Oh, I made a friend. That was easy. Okay, let's see.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Atusa, please.
Your Godwoken has asked
Oh,
you a
Bishop
question.
Alexander.
Answer him.
Dallas the Hammer.
Need I repeat myself?
But
The
I
hammer's
know
bad.
nothing of any Verdus.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
Ew.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
Godwoken.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use.
Oh my.
Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
See. Only the gods are fit to take back what they have given. Out loud? Sure.
Stay silent, you.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it.
You're either with us or against us. That's okay. That's a bit extreme.
Yes, Your Holiness.
I believe we're done here.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh, I did level up.
What a waste. Come.
Oh,
Will
sad.
be needed elsewhere.
Oh well. I will just do it like this, I suppose. Let's see.
Told him at noon exactly.
Oh, lots of stuff.
Didn't I?
Half of it is useless, but let's see. Whisperwood, always good. Yeah, okay. Did you see
him?
that?
You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too.
You mean those
Can't be
creatures
pretty.
there?
That, Magister, that was Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order, and his right hand, Dallas. How do you not know this?
How was Alexander chosen?
What, have you been living under a boulder?
Sort of.
Alexander's the Divine's only natural son. Good man. I'm proud to serve him. Liberated my hometown from the Black Ring, he did. We never had such peace as we did with his battalion protecting us. Now why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while, though. We're up to our hoods in sinners these days.
Okay.
Did
Vissar,
you see
you?
them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself.
Yeah.
They were so close, almost within arm's reach.
I was close enough to watch him murder someone.
A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due.
Murder is murder.
Easy enough to say in times of peace, but look around. We're standing on the edge of the end. The Void Woken are coming, sir. And it's only the Divine Order that can protect us.
Okay.
Come on, then.
Hey, Ivan.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Long pig. Is that me?
Don't let this
Oh, no,
lost
it's
monster
him.
talk
Okay.
to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Ifan. Okay.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
All business is my business.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crone.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Yes. Sounds a little bit more like a shakedown in disguise.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
If you choose to harm her, I won't.
Neither will I.
We got a system.
Ah.
And it looks like you don't want to fit in.
I really don't. Oh. She can start damage. Let's see. Get rid of these. Some. How much damage does this do? Oh, 10 to 11. Nice. Oh, just put you over here. Nothing for that, unfortunately. Is there a corpse anywhere? Oh, it's something. I'll just walk away a little bit. Right over here. Bye. Oh, she has more than 100 health. She's fine. Me, I have a whopping 48. Orange. Now I have a whopping 51. Oh, they really don't like her. Let's just go here. I'm poisoned. Let's see. Here I can do flurry. Doing 2 to 3 physical damage. That doesn't sound like a lot. Ah, no, that's fine. Oh, more poison. Ouch.
You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Can't really backstab him. see, kill him. Revive him. Oh. Wrong button. There we are. Revive him. Wait, and attack. Blop. Blop. You might want to run away. Or use throwing knives. Oh, they really don't like her.
Ooh. Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
I'm glad that I helped. Please don't assume I'm a human.
The elf appears momentarily puzzled by your comment, but then offers you a dignified little bow.
As far as I'm concerned, you are noble and just in both actions and appearance. I am in your debt.
Do you know any way out of here?
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs,
Cure?
I can stand, but I fear the Magisters.
So I guess Bishop Alexander is in charge.
In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power.
Ah, okay. Okay, thanks. Ooh, a
Follow
reward.
me, before more of them trouble us.
Mage pants. Skull cap. Pitchfork. That's useless. 3, 2, 1, 5, plus 5, plus 5. Let's go for that one.
I've an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there later.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there. There is a safe place.
I completely forgot to level up, which might actually be in my advantage.
You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Maybe. Let's find out.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down and casually wipes some blood from his cheek. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops.
I've got chops.
Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
Yep.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours.
I'm not much of a handshaker. Or... oh, I am. Sure.
He grips your hand tight as a vice and pauses. His fingertips feel your finger bones.
Hey.
His eyes narrow, but a moment later he shrugs and smiles.
Ah.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run, and then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here.
Sounds
I've still got a neck
great.
to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
So they mentioned lone wolves.
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job.
Oh, and you have an errand?
Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
Alright.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without batting an eyelid, the man rumbles a lupine growl. The cat hides behind your leg, mewling.
Don't scare my cat. Oh well, who are you here to kill?
He shoots you a flinty look, all teeth and peril.
Lone wolves only share such information with friends. Are we going to be friends?
Yeah.
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need?
I could use an archer.
Dexterous arts. What are you looking for exactly?
Let's see.
A tapestry embroiderer?
There, a ranger.
Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are. Lead the way.
No, he's level 2. Yeah, so the problem is that the civic ability has already been placed in Lucky Charm, which is alright, actually. I prefer bartering, but yeah. 2 in Huntsman, 1 in Pyro. Okay. Let's see. I need some intelligence. Also finesse for armor. So 1 finesse, 1 intelligence. I don't have a lot of spells yet, so I'll be doing lots of backstabbing as well. Yeah. Let's see here. Geo or the Scoundrel. Scoundrel is very nice. Gives you some movement speed, crit modifier. Geomancer just allows me to do more damage, which is very nice. And more armor. Let's stick with Geomancer for now. Persuasion. Always persuasion. Okay. See, we don't need to attack the ground. You are human, so encourage goes there. Source skill. Okay, special arrows. For now they go over here. Later on we can put them somewhere else. This is a buff. This is a buff. It's also a buff, but this is in a skill, so innate. Ah! You have to kill Alexander, oh my. Seek Magister Boris in the ghetto.
So, time to find this Boris fellow.
I suppose so. Here, where's some of my stuff? I should really not wear that. Giblets. Yeah, it looks good. Here, fine. Yep. I'll do that later. Let's continue. Let's see. Sharp rock. Oh. Sharp rock. Let's see. I need the beast. And Sabile.
You there?
Yeah.
You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone?
Sure, why?
It's just, I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. But it's hardly a group affair. I only need one.
I just made a friend.
Oh, noble. But after the Magisters take you all, your nobility will have been for nothing. Good luck with your friends, though. Enjoy your last days in good company, won't you? Change your mind about my offer yet?
Okay, I want in.
Attaboy. Who wouldn't? Finally someone with a little sense around here. The plan's simple, completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. I can't use it on myself, but with your help, we can both get out of here. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an unfortunate
It sounds
location.
magical. Where is it?
It's found its way into a nest of crocodilians
How?
on a secluded beach nearby. Here, give me your map and I'll show you where to go. Not enough to trouble a fine specimen such as yourself. Get that artifact.
Okay.
And you and I are as good as free. Go give those overgrown lizards what for.
Ooh, penny bands. I love me some penny band mushroom.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad.
Let's see if I remember where everyone is.
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources?
Whisperwood?
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Come on, chap.
More Whisperwood. Whisperwood's good. Let's see, she's not here. Buddy! Come over here.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Kiwi.
The tip of his tail starts to wag.
What's your name?
I'm Buddy.
Oh, what's wrong, buddy?
It's no use anyway.
How about a nice juicy leg?
That smells revolting.
Okay.
Wait a minute. This tastes like... This is...
I'm so sorry.
Don't eat people.
What? I didn't know. What? No! No, I'm so sorry. Buddy, no. I'm going to run. To the square. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh man, I didn't even know that was possible. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh.
Disaster.
Good updates. Oh, it's an enemy forever now. I'm sad. Beast. Where was the beast? Not over there, there's someone else. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'll just stand here. I'm so sorry. Oof, he hits hard. Very hard, in fact. I'm so sorry. Oh man. I guess I got my leg back, but I feel bad. Hey, Sabine, there you are.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll. Or so she said. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze.
What up, what up, what up? Good to see you again.
No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into one of your neck's vertebrae.
Oh, yeah.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, so I can decide your fate here and now.
Oh, no problem. I'm an ancient undead looking for my long-lost people.
I see. It does so satisfy to have a purpose in life.
Doesn't it?
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in bone. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Oh, what's that?
Let me tell you a little story.
Okay.
Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free. Of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here, to Fort Joy.
Ah.
I intend to raise the subject with him.
How about you remove the needle so we can talk?
No!
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance.
That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
How about instead of killing me, you join me? Eh?
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you?
I need you.
Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
A silly thing to say, but then again, I did think catching me off guard was impossible.
Exactly.
Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull?
Pull, please. Please.
The agony of choice. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the
Yeah, no
wrist,
problem.
she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
So I can say I'm undead, or I can say that I'm undead. No.
As casual as only the living can be. So, you're an undead then. How very interesting. One can't but wonder what memories haunt the hollows of your windswept head. This may strike you as, rather eccentric, but the thought of traveling with one such as yourself quite enthuses me.
She tilts her head ever so slightly and looks at you almost mockingly. You can't help but contemplate with both dread and delight the absolute darkness at the heart of her cat's eyes.
Yes, this will be jolly good fun.
Jolly good.
Let's discuss
Right.
our respective roles then, shall we? You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play?
I need a magic caster.
As a rogue, my speciality is
I
stealth.
don't need a rogue.
The quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any weapon or magic.
I really
So,
like this in
the
this
choice
game
is
that you can
yours.
just choose what your companions are. The first Divinity game didn't
But
have
of
that.
course, I can play the strings
made
of
it a bit
magic
more
like a
difficult in the
harpist
beginning.
her instrument. Is there any specific tune that takes your preference?
Yes, I need a wizard.
Suits me fine. Lead on. Or better yet, let me take the lead.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side, for the moment.
Let's see, Sabine, what do we have? 3 Lore Master, that's perfect. That's what I wanted for her. 2 in Pyro, 1 in Geo. Geo gonna put in Arrow first, later. And her spells. Scrolls. Scrolls will go to Fane. Bones will, meat will go to her. Not all scrolls, I mean, resurrection scrolls everywhere, of course. Let's see, ignition, interesting. This one, yeah. Her ability, 3 spells, source spell, and potion. That's fine for now. It's like this. Sure, doesn't really matter. For now. Okay, now she wants to talk to the lizard. So let's do that. He was over here. Good morning.
As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger, then guides your eyes to hers.
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right by me this time.
Yeah, go ahead.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then the questions commence. You hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into his own intestines.
Okay.
Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction. and as she wipes her needle clean, shoots you a cursory look.
Chat's over.
I noticed.
That seemed just a tad excessive.
Hmm? Something on your mind?
Why did you kill him?
It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him. Extensively.
Quite extensively at that.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me?
Nah.
There it is. I was wondering when your spying would make an appearance.
Well, just take off my shirt.
Anyway,
then.
what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still.
Okay. Yeah, what's
The
next?
search for the master continues, of course. Hungry work, the hunt. And you know what? I'm feeling a bit peckish. Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. A fellow named Griff. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I like her.
How about it?
Unusually large orange. Block. And some other things. Potions. Is that a shovel? No. For some reason it's not. At least there's fish. Just one more. I believe he's over here.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Yep, there's the ship. There's the beast. Cleric. But first...
Ha! Call it like a dog. A very tall, very strange-smelling dog. I'd pity you, but Jack Crowley and Ethelwell has a soft spot for beauty, and you can let you go off very well.
What are you doing here?
Laughing in the faces of my enemies, of course. Little do they know, the most powerful sorcerer the world has ever known scuttles on their very shores.
Oh? How did you get your source powers, little crab?
This power is my birthright, same as yours, but one of us has grown to astounding heights, and the other has sunk into depths too humiliating to describe. Pity.
Okay. Do you know what goes on in the fort?
Sorcerers dance while magisters pull the strings. Fools all! Their tomfoolery won't save them from the destruction the void shall wreak upon them.
Is there any way out of here?
But of course, they'll happily dump your meager bony corpse into the sea when they're through with you. Oh, the tragedy of it.
I thought they would cure me.
Ha! Of course, precious. But which is worse, the cure or the disease?
That doesn't sound too good. Beastie boy.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
Ah.
Hell, I recognize you.
Eh? Oh, that. Won't be my first or last roll on a lost boat.
I like his optimism.
Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high seas is rewarded tenfold in the hall, you know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something.
I'm pretty sure the nail's not charmed.
Yeah. Go on then. Why don't you give it a shot?
Sure.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I loosened her up.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
Impressive.
For your trouble. I suppose it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
Are you planning an escape?
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye. Was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment.
Hey, if you're getting out, I want
Why
to.
don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you.
Gladly.
That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with the grace of a courtier.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast.
How did you get a name like Beast?
Well, that's quite the story now. Let's save it for a better day. Say when we finally make it off this damn island. Suffice to say, I'd at least be Captain Beast in better times.
Captain Beast.
I'm out of a ship at the moment, though. Even a salty old dog like me's got to sweat on dry land now and then.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is not half as important as the us. Let's get down to brass tacks. Fighting, I mean. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I've picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be?
Let's see.
You've
I
been
need
around
a
as long as
healer.
I have, you pick
So
up
how about a
thing or two.
cleric?
What do you have in mind? Then it's settled. Capital. Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. I've got to get out of here, and soon. And I suppose you do too.
Oh, by the way, I'm undead.
Ah, well. My best mate's son is undead. Nothing to be ashamed of. Now, onward.
What? Alright. We have gathered our full party. Let's see. Petrifying Touch. Blinding Squall. The water balloon can go to Fane. Let's see. Potion here. Weapon skill here. Decaying Touch. Restoration. Bloodsucker. Yeah, sure. Like this. It's fine for now. Alright. Well, everybody, thanks for joining me. This was the first part of the Fane train of Stegosaurus Rex Divinity 2 Original Sin. I hope you had fun. I know I did. And I will see all of you next time. Bye.